concerned about the safety of their kids, but when it comes to trick-or-treating, have you ever considered eye safety? Mike Davis visited Nevada Eye Physicians to get some helpful tips.
Halloween is just around the corner, and when it comes to trick-or-treating, safety is always top of mind for parents. But have you ever considered eye safety? That's why I'm here at Nevada Eye Physicians learning more. All right, so now I'm here with two great people. We got Addie, we got Dr. Warner with Nevada Eye Physicians. Thanks so much for being with us, doctor. You know, during this time of year, during Halloween, the fall, autumn, parents are always concerned about safety, especially when it comes to trick-or-treating. But we're here to talk about eye safety today when it comes to trick-or-treating. What's the big advice you have for all parents at home?
You really want to consider what kind of costume you're getting for your kids. So at the beginning of deciding what they want to dress up as, the costume selection is really important. Making sure it's a light colored costume, nothing too dark. If it is dark, having more reflecting tape, glow sticks, lots of lights on the costume if possible. You also want to consider how they can see with their costume, so the proper mask selection, making sure that they can see everywhere, especially if they're running around in the middle of the night. You also want to consider sharp objects. If they're going to be carrying a sword, they could injure themselves or other children that they're with. All that really is the basis for selecting a good Halloween costume.
Okay, so doctor, let's take a deeper dive into some of the accessories that we do see when it comes to trick-or-treating. Things like this that Addie's showing, makeup, eye contacts. What are the problems with those things?
So depending on what type of makeup you get, not all makeup is bad, but if you're choosing things like the glitter that can fall into the eye and cause irritation, if it's old makeup from last year, that can be expired, it can have bacteria on it, you can give yourself conjunctivitis. Another big issue we see is people with colored contact lenses. Typically they're not purchased from an eye care facility, it's online, they don't have the right instructions on how to use them, and you can end up with a really bad infection where you permanently lose your vision.
Okay, see, that's not good. Now what about stuff like this? Sharp objects, that always scares me, stuff like that. What should we do to avoid any issues that can occur with that?
So I would recommend foam swords, foam pitchforks, things that are not solid, because kids are excited for Halloween, they're getting sugar, they're going to be running around. You don't want someone to accidentally poke another child's eye out or cause an injury that causes permanent vision loss.
Now, of course, doctor, we have to talk about masks when it comes to Halloween. What should we be doing mask-wise and what should we not be doing mask-wise?
So we should not be getting masks like yours with the really small eye holes because it's really cutting down on your peripheral vision. I would recommend ones with larger eye holes like this, or even ones that wrap around the head so that way you get really good wide field of vision when you're out trick-or-treating.
All right, Dr. Warner, thank you so much for all this great information. And Batgirl, can you say back to you guys in the studio?
Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, I think we need to hire her, Alyssa. She really did a good job.
She did.
Yeah, all right, and Mike